detox. Hang in here till the end because there'll be a little health hack as well. This pose is called Trikonasana or triangle pose. It is like the king hero of the detox postures in yogs. You'll often know around like New Year's and Christmas, teachers love teaching Trikonasana triangle pose because it forces your body to rinse its internal organs of elimination. You can really feel it. To be honest, it ain't my favorite pose, but it is fantastic for detoxification. We're going to come into it really simply. The best way to come into it is through a warrior one, then a warrior two. So I'm actually going to start in a down dog so you can figure out how to come into it from your practice at home. So starting from your downward facing dog, right leg lifted up, look forward between your hands. So where you look, your foot's going to go. If you're looking down here, it's really hard to get your foot between your hands, yeah? So handy trick, look forward, then step forward. Let the back foot come down. You still want it at an angle, and then you're going to come up into warrior one pose. So just checking here, the hips are going to love to be on an angle. You actually want them quite straight, and if they're not straight, you just widen your stance. Yeah, and then we're going to just find the depth here. Breathe in. Stay here for the exhale. One more. And then we're just going to find our warrior two pose. So I like to shimmy my feet a little bit with warrior two. I like my front heel to be in the middle of my back foot, like alignment wise. I melt the shoulders down here, find depth. I want to be looking at my middle front fingernail here. Take a big breath in, stay for the exhale, and then all we're going to do is straighten the front leg, which should feel really nice because when you're like this for a while, it's a bit burny. Yeah, so we're going to straighten the front leg, and then we're just going to reach forward, kind of like they say in yoga, like you're a teapot. I don't even know where that came from because I don't really feel like a teapot. But anyway, so reaching forward, and then you're going to just windmill the hands open. A good trick here that I learned recently is it's really easy to kind of like hold on here and dump all your weight into this leg and this knee, which you definitely don't want to happen, which is what I'm doing right now. And you can kind of see like my alignment's not great now. A really cool trick is when you put this hand on the shin, you pull up, yeah? And that's going to turn everything on. You'll feel you've got to turn your tummy on here. If it feels good in your neck, lift your gaze skyward. And then what you want to think about is you inhale, like lengthening the spine, and then as you exhale, twisting deeper. So inhale, and then twist. So you want to be here for 5 breaths. And then when you decide to come out of it, you just come back to warrior two. Feels nice to rinse by flipping your warrior. And then hands to the mat, and you would come through a chaturanga. If you want to do that one-legged chaturanga we've now been practicing, go for gold. Downward facing dog, I'll show you quicker on this side, so the left leg's going to lift up. Remember, we look forward between our hands, warrior one, then find warrior two, find the depth, then straighten the front leg, reach forward, Trikonasana. You can use blocks here if you want. I actually love pulling on my shin and reaching up. And then when you want to come out of that, so holding it for 5 breaths, warrior two, flip reverse. And then hands to the mat. One-legged is totally optional. And then downward facing dog. Yeah. Trikonasana, it's kind of like a bit of a burny one if I'm honest, if you're on a detox or anything like that. The trick that I have for you, you know when it gets to night time, you've eaten really well all day and you're like, oh, I just want chocolate, I want a Tim Tam, I want a treat. Get yourself berries, any type. Blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, fresh or frozen. Personally, I like fresh. And you make a big bowl of it. Sky's the limit, yeah? So there's no rules here. And then all you're gonna do is get 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, melt it down, and then put in a teaspoon of raw cacao powder. So that's raw chocolate powder. And then you're gonna just put in a few drops of stevia. Be really careful if you haven't used stevia before because it's 300 times sweeter than sugar, but it has no glycemic index, so it's not gonna give you a sugar spike. So I just put like 2 drops of stevia, maybe 3, and then I'll put a bit of cinnamon or chili powder in there, mix it around, so it should be like a chocolate sauce by this stage. And then you dribble the chocolate sauce over the berries. Best little health hack if you're craving something sweet but don't want to undo all the good work of your yolks and your detox. Next up, day 5.